to make this video for my friend, the Genetic Beast, because we've been online friends for 2 years, okay? And sometimes it's good to actually just talk about viewpoints and give you the things that I'm thinking. And it's a good thing. I mean, he said it himself that he likes to keep an open mind and watch other people's videos and find out what they're doing, why are they doing it. So I thought it's gonna be just a very nice educational video about why I'm doing my exercises, and so some other life hacks, some what goes in my head, okay. And I feel like what we're doing is the complete opposite of what YouTube wants for people, because YouTube is such a hostile. It's like you're trying to be friends inside of a country where the country fucking hates you. They will do anything to. I mean, like they're so little, guys. They're such a small amount. There's so little, guys, that will tell you the truth, that you need to eat more meat, you need to eat less bread, and it's actually really important. It's actually a big game changer. And they will just tell you these things without trying to sell you things. And Genetic Beast, after all this time, how many subscribers does he have? Like 3,000? YouTube would not fucking show his videos. Okay, they want you to make the thumbnail, the soy face thumbnail with a catchy, "This exercise gave me huge forearms," and they want you to act like a fucking clown. They want you to keep making clickbait videos for the more famous fitness grifters, and everybody around you. You witness an entire generation of Zoomers as teenagers, Zoomers, getting on steroids in like 3 months, looking buffer than all of us, and just trying to sell you a fucking program, trying to sell you fucking whatever program, supplements. And it's like, dude, like we had this. Filion was making fun of these kids. Like, we had a fucking 16-year-old kid. Like, bro, you're fucking illegal. Okay, you can't even have sex legally yet. You're fucking 16, bro. Get it? And this kid is fucking benching like, I don't know how much, 150 kilograms. He's benching like way more than I ever did. And just looking swole like a fucking Michelin man. Looking fucking swole, chiseled. And this kid was fucking selling workout programs. Like, he's the 16-year-old kid discovered the secret workouts. You do the bench first, then you do the curls. That was the secret. So if you do the bench first, then you do the curls, it activates all your muscles and you're just gonna become ripped. It's just gonna be a huge fucking difference, bro. You got fucking 16-year-old kids fucking juicing on steroids like crazy, and they're starting to die out, okay? Got 16-year-olds trying to sell you workout programs, telling you that they know some secret. How you arrange the exercises? Do you do the squats first, or do you do the tricep first? How you arrange them is gonna make Exodia. It's gonna make like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Exodia, and you're suddenly gonna, if you get the program, you're gonna become like him. It's like, bro, I get that there's some genetic freaks out there, but you're like age 15, you look fucking like a skinny kid. Age 16, suddenly you're fucking like Brock Lesnar, bro. You know, like a mini Brock Lesnar. Okay? So YouTube is full of these fucking pieces of shit. And you know, everybody is trying to sell you an app, sell you something, and they never just want to tell you like it is, you know, that it's there are some life hacks. There are some life hacks. The biggest one being fun. Okay, that's what some of the things we're going to talk about with Genetic Beast today. We're going to talk about fun with Master T. Okay, so where do we start? It's funny what happened to me. Like I remember 3 years ago or something, and I remember watching this movie, American Sicario. It's like a B movie, you know. It's with Danny Trejo, and it's with this guy who's like a big, fat. He's like, I don't know how to tell you. He looks strong, you know. He's like strong fat, kind of like how I used to look, but he's like bigger than me, just you know, bigger. And this guy, he plays the role of a cartel boss, and I'm like, I look at him, and this movie is so special. It made me realize, you know what? I could never discover how to lose my fucking beer gut. It just, I guess I just gotta fucking say fuck it and just be, hey, I'm just gonna be always gonna be a built fat guy. And be like, you know what? Fuck my fat gut. Fuck my beer gut. Let it fucking stay, man. You know what? I just wanna build muscles. I'm just gonna focus. If I can get rid of my fucking body fat, okay? If I can get rid of my body fat, I'm just gonna focus on just having big arms and just being a scary, big, strong, fat guy, you know. Hey, arm wrestlers happen to be chubby and fat too, and it's yeah, it's cool. Sounds cool to me. So I got happier, right? And I just start off, you know, with this mindset, just grow muscle mass, focus on being strong and growing muscle mass, and it's okay if you feel kind of fat, okay? So I remember in the beginning, I have, you know, dumbbells at home. I was doing some dumbbells, some curls, some benching. I have like a foldable bench. So I was doing some, you know, shoulders, whatever. It didn't like seem to be like doing a lot. Okay, and you always get this problem like, you know, obviously I'm like 37 now. I used to go to the gym a couple of months, then quit. So we can say like in my 20s, here and there I will start going to the gym. I would kind of, you know, think I'm doing something, then I quit, I get bored with it. And you would always notice that, like one time when I was 22 or something, when I was 22 and 23, and I took some Anavar, which, you know, it was probably some fucking, who knows what the fuck it was, some fucking cheap poison shit, but I took some Anavar, and like I really was like looking good, you know. But other than that, you know, it would be like I go to the gym, maybe get into it like 6 months. You wouldn't say that I'm making some progress. I would still have like fucking man boobs, you know. And the first breakthrough, you know, I watched this movie. I started trying to work out at home. Who needs a fucking gym, you know? It's like, you're gonna drive, you're gonna find parking, you're gonna go to a fucking gym where people fucking hate you for some reason, you know? The first breakthrough was I started making. I found how to make tacos. You know, like you put some meat, you put some salad, whatever, on a tortilla, and I found how to wrap it. So I wrap it, I put it on the grill press, and I'm like, oh wow, it's so easy. It's that easy. So I made a rule that I'm just gonna eat like a cup of chicken as a minimum. A cup of chicken, okay? So I'm gonna grill some chicken meat, cut it into cups, into portions, and I'll just have like fucking 3-minute cooking every night. Just like get the cup, put it on the tortilla, put some salad, and it was really fucking tasty. You know, meat by itself, chicken meat, you know, it's gonna be dry, but you put some like whatever you wanna put, you know, from beans to you know, cucumbers, or just anything, just to have something in there. You put some hot sauce, you put some cheese, and I gotta tell you, you wrap it, you put it on the grill press, and it's really tasty. Like you can be eating that every night, like no problem. Yeah, sure, you'll get a little bored, but it will always be like okay, tasty, like you're fine eating it. So it was tasty, okay. And I noticed suddenly, all of a sudden, without really even working out that much, all of a sudden, just by eating this being my dinner and lunch, okay, like you get your taco, you get your tortilla with a cup of chicken, 200 grams minimum. So you are eating chicken, no fucking meal skipped. You're eating meat every meal, okay? And of course, the tortilla is like way less bread than you're gonna eat in a fucking Subway sandwich, okay? So, if you look at this, it's the tortilla, right? Multiple tortilla. And the funny thing is, I discovered I was still drinking soda with sugar, okay? I was still eating chocolate, but I didn't want to eat chocolate that much. And the fat started really like melting away, bro. And this was the exact summer where I started using the bands. I started arm wrestling, okay, training. So eating burritos. Then I replaced the tortillas with gyro bread, which is a little thicker, but it's a lot tastier, okay? And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've been eating for the last fucking 2 years. Just fucking these frozen gyro breads. It's kind of like a smaller, thicker tortilla. It's like a döner, okay? So you get it frozen. You put it for 2 minutes on the grill press. Whatever you want to put on top, you're fucking done. And as you can see, it's been fucking working wonders. And still, like, I eat more meat than bread, okay? Before, like, I mean, I was working from home. The fucking Jews, you know, they want to overwork you. You're working from home. You're too tired. I was trying to get some workout, and it just wasn't working, bro, okay? It just wasn't working. The first secret was the same thing Master T is gonna tell you. You increase the amount of meat you're eating, and you lower the bread. And just with this, the fat starts melting away and muscle starts getting built. You stop losing muscle, you start gaining muscle, okay? And I noticed it in like 2 months. It was noticeable that something was changing about me in like 2 months, okay? Then the second secret, I get into arm wrestling. I get these like big arm bands. And I know what Master T is gonna say about Jason Bacher using the tiny bands that they don't do anything. Yeah, they're kind of for warming up, I guess. I wouldn't say, okay. But the big bands, the one rated for 40 to 60 kilogram force, the big bands, I discovered that they actually activate your whole forearms. They actually activate your whole arm, all the muscles. You can use them at an angle. You can pull them like this. You can kind of pull them at an angle where you attach them. And they're incredibly just easy to carry around. You just like, I get them from my car, hang it to a fucking metal pole in the park, a secure metal pole, and you can even step on it to do the fucking hammer curls, and they are so fucking good. And what I'm thinking, Master T, is it simulates a lot better like a real world, that you're pulling, so wrestling someone, you're pulling, because you're not holding a dumbbell just trying to curl it like this, which it's okay, but when you get the band, you're kind of like, you can pull with your back, you can do like halfway forearm, halfway back, you can pull like this. You're like pulling stuff, wrestling, you're pulling some kind of a vault. It's like you're a caveman again. I would say it has practical application, okay? You can see like my forearms. I became I'm a chubby fat guy, but my forearms are looking good. Like my forearms, the muscles are swole, okay? And it works without steroids. So these thick bands are fucking amazing. You can never work out all these muscles just by trying to wrist curl a dumbbell. It just doesn't work. The wrist curl activates like this part here, like a little part. It does fucking nothing. But so at first I was like an arm wrestling guy. I just want to have big arms, big forearms, okay, and grip strength. And I'm happy. We know the bands fucking work, and that's what I'm saying. That when you're just curling a dumbbell, you're just like pulling you down. You're trying to curl against gravity. Okay, you know, it's good for the biceps, but it doesn't activate. You can't really like hold it like you're holding a band. You can't really like exert pressure at different angles, you know. So what else can I tell you? It just like with a dumbbell, if it's lighter you can hold it in place, but nah, you're just gonna swing it up and down. With the band, you can kind of like try to hold it, try to wrestle, try different angles, like you're pulling, like you're fishing. It's like you're pulling like this, you're pulling like, you're trying to hold it, you're trying to do it slow, and you can kind of like, you can do all these different angles, different intensity, you can hold it, different angles. So this is like the fucking life hack, okay? You cannot do this with a dumbbell. And the other thing is, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fucking fun. And it's a lot easier. I would rather go downstairs and attach the band and just like listen to a podcast or record myself, have a drink, meditate, chill, and just do some pulling. Then if I'm to get the dumbbells here and get it from the ground, and it's like I don't want to fucking, it's not fun. I'm not excited about doing it. And you know, that's the big secret where I discovered that if it sucks, if it's not fun, you're just gonna stop doing it. You're just gonna stop doing it, bro. So if you try to squat, if you try to grind, if you try to deadlift, then you're just gonna fucking fuck your shit and you're gonna quit. Okay? But I discovered that sometimes things that you really hated now become fun to you. Now you actually enjoy doing them. I don't know why, I don't know how, but what you like to do kind of tends to change and evolve. So before, I hated doing pull-ups. I absolutely like, you can't make me do pull-ups. I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna get bored. I'm gonna stop working out. Okay? You can't make me do pull-ups. Now, pull-ups are one of my, like, I enjoy doing pull-ups. It feels nice, it feels fun, and I'm enjoying it. So things do change, but you have to, instead of trying to grind and trying to do things that you hate, you have to listen to yourself and actually find exercise that you actually enjoy. So there's gonna be like, 5 different exercises for your legs. And I hate squatting, but I love like jumping around, trying to be like a ninja, trying to jump around. So guess what? You swing a sledgehammer, you try jumping like a ninja without a sledgehammer. It's a lot of fun and it's still working out your legs. And it doesn't matter if you can squat 200 kilograms. It just doesn't fucking matter. Are you working out the legs? Are they strong? That's what matters. So with me, for example, for the arms, I have my bands and I have dips. I love doing dips now. I didn't like them before, but I found this really nice place and I like it, okay? For the shoulders, I actually discovered pike push-ups, which are basically you put your ass in the air like you're about to get fucked and you just kind of use your shoulders to kind of do push-ups for your shoulders, right? And you're kind of bending over. And you would think because you're putting your head down that you're gonna hate it, but it's actually, I like it. I like it. Trying to do handstands. Yeah. And for the chest, of course, we have dips, and then we have these push-ups where you put your hands like that. They're really fun, they're really nice. Again, handstands, trying to balance your body weight on your arms. Of course, we have monkey bars. We have some cat leaps, some fun exercises, parkour exercises, stuff like that. And then we have trying to crush things, trying to crush apples, or you can just wrap this towel and just squeeze it. It actually works really good. Okay, that way you don't have to keep buying new apples. So, without a doubt, I would say falling push-ups. Or just falling on your hand. Just fall upwards on your hands. Handstands and crushing something like an apple or a towel have been some of the most surprising exercises, and I'll tell you why. People will never get this because they're fucking dumb. Get it? When you fall on your hands, it does some micro damage to this area here. So instead of, like the Muay Thai guys, they keep hitting their shins and stuff to condition them to grow stronger, rebuild the tendons, the bones get rebuilt stronger. Of course, you gotta eat. You gotta get your nutrients, You gotta get your collagen, animal products. So instead of trying to break bricks, I find that falling on your hands, it's like a light version because the ground especially if you put like some kind of a towel, some kind of a sponge you're wearing gloves, it kind of dampens it and it's not so hot. So you get a little damage, they're gonna regrow stronger, okay? And people who don't understand, they will tell you that if you do such things, you will deplete your tendons, you're gonna get osteoporosis. It's like, wait a minute. Are you eating enough meat? Are you resting enough? Are you doing it too often? It's like, no, if you're getting your collagen, getting your meat, how do the Muay Thai guys get stronger? If you are right, it would mean that the Muay Thai guys would have brittle bones by now. So they gotta be doing something right, okay? So we see, Master T, that there is some kind of a threshold. You know, why did Ronnie Coleman end up in a wheelchair from all his heavy squatting? You know, Ronnie Coleman ended up in a fucking wheelchair. Jason Baja, you know, looks like Jason Baja, but what about Roman legionnaires? What about soldiers who are walking a lot, but they're not showing signs of like their legs, the tendons deteriorating, getting osteoporosis, you know, getting like old ligaments? Like, no. So it has to be, there's like a threshold of how much you abuse it, and are you eating enough, getting your collagen and everything to rebuild it? So if you start, like some parkour guys said, that if you jump from like 2 meter high every day, it's gonna start to like fuck up your joints. Like the tendons are absorbing too much damage and they're starting to lose the lubrication. So you're doing it too often and you're not giving the body enough. I don't know what it needs. I guess it's collagen and something else. But this, whatever fluids and stuff inside your tendons and bones, if you abuse it too much, if I'm jumping from 2 meters every day, repeatedly busting my knees, they're gonna start to dry out. But if I do it a little, if I do it like, you know, give it plenty of time to rest, it should keep making me stronger even when I'm 60, okay? Because like, I had this neighbor, he passes and he's like, I don't do pull-ups because it's gonna fuck up your shoulders. He says, I did pull-ups, it fucked up my shoulders, it's bad for your arms, you're gonna get osteoporosis. It's like, wait a minute, how come I'm doing pull-ups, my shoulders are better than ever, okay, completely healthy, no pain in the shoulders whatsoever. How come I'm doing pull-ups, I only get stronger? You did pull-ups, you fucking get fucking shoulder pain, you fucking start to feel like an old man. And it's like, there has to be a reason. You either were doing them too often and you weren't eating enough animal products. You weren't replenishing letting your body get the collagen, the everything. So this stuff that's keeping you young and agile, whatever we call it, the tendon, cartilage, tendon fluid, whatever it's inside, the body has to have some way to make more, to replenish it. So it's gotta be something we eat. And it's probably gonna be, you know, fish and meat and eggs, cheese, you know, all these natural stuff. It's gotta be these stuff. Just how I found out that if I'm eating more cheese, more animal products, my teeth stop getting cavities. If I eat some cheese at night, some skyr, my teeth are protected from cavities. Okay? It's like, oh shit. So yes, there is a way to drink sugar soda, but don't let the acid linger on your teeth. And actually, as you exercise, as you make sure you eat your meat, your tastes are gonna start to change. Like I have some green tea now. Sometimes I drink some green tea. I make it tasty. I add some fucking forest fruit tea, you know. So it's kind of like a self-feeding, like a good loop. Like you just start to, you still eat tasty, but you start to kind of have like a diverse diet, you know. And another thing I discovered, which is gonna be like a big secret, is when you emulate what people in shape are doing, you're gonna become like them. If you eat like them, and if you do what they're doing, even if you have bad genetics, you're still gonna become like them. So if you do what basketball players are doing, if you play basketball and you eat like a basketball guy, you ever seen a fat basketball player? It's like, no, that there's no fat basketball players. So that was like a fucking groundbreaking idea for me. Like, don't worry about diets, don't worry about programs, just be like, hey, how come there's never a fat calisthenics guy? How come there's never a fat parkour guy? And I got into it. It was like fun. It really, the exercise were fucking fun. Like I tried it, and it's like, wow, it's actually fun. I feel like Splinter Cell. I feel like fucking Action Man. And the fat started melting away without me really like worrying about what I'm doing. Just like you have fun, and the fat melts, you know. So you learn that your body is gonna readjust itself automatically to how you're eating and what are you doing throughout the day. So if I'm doing my stuff, you know, doing some parkour, doing some calisthenics, arms, you know, cool stuff, and I'm always eating meat and fish, the body automatically readjusts on how you're living. So, you know, if I go back to just working from home, not working out, eating Domino's pizza, my body's gonna readjust to be fucking fat and lose the muscle. So you gotta have a fucking, it has to be a lifestyle. You can't just be like grinding. It has to be a part of your life, and you actually have to enjoy having fun with it. Okay, you gotta love it. So people are discovering that working out is a lot more enjoyable if you do stuff that are actually enjoyable, and if you don't need to drive to go to a gym, and you can actually listen to music at home. You don't have to be bothered. You can work out in the park, and it works. Okay, so it's almost magical. In the beginning, I could barely do monkey bars. Forget about pull-ups. The body slowly readjusted. It started to change itself, so I'm able to do pull-ups. So not only did it build the muscle mass, it's like my body signaled that it needs to get rid of the fat. Hey, we need to get rid of this fat so we can do pull-ups. We need to get rid of the fat. And it's almost like magical, you know, without steroids. When you are, I guess because pull-ups are actually like a whole body exercise, they use like a lot of energy, so it signals your whole body like, hey, we have a completely new lifestyle right now. We need to fucking start burning the fat. Pronto, right? So if you're doing some gay shit like Jason Baja, like fucking, you know, bending yourself over on some fucking leg machine, I guess it's not signaling the body the same things, because he keeps fucking the boobs. He keeps having the boobs. Anyway, I should end the video. We've been talking for 2 more hours. Maybe I'll make another video for Master T. There's some things that I couldn't say, but I just got tired talking. You know, I just gotta work out. I gotta do my chores. So hopefully you enjoyed this chat, Master T. Have a great day.